We are now up to the penultimate door. Tomorrow's Christmas Eve. This is Christmas Eve Eve. And our Christmas Eve Eve Friends model is looks like a fancy chair, presumably for Santa Claus. A throne, if you will. Santa Baby. If you don't know the song Santa Baby, go look it up. I don't want to sing it to you because then you'll hate it. Let's put these pieces together. This, by the way, is a cool piece. It is a 1x2 by 1 2/3 brick with 4 studs on this side, 2 studs here, 2 studs here, and 2 studs on top, and then the back is blank. And of course the bottom has no studs. So this is a really great piece to put in the middle of some snot construction of some kind. In this case, it is the base of our chair. It's going to have red tiles on the top and on the front. And it's going to have these gold armrests on the sides. And on the back, we'll put this pink 1x2 plate. And then we put this red plate with the clips. It has to have the pink there because otherwise the clips would hit the tile. And then this is going to be our backrest. And there's the backrest done. And we'll put a couple of decorative flourishes on the back of the backrest to sort of make it look a little fancier. And there is our Santa Claus, what would you like for Christmas this year, Jimmy? Chair. Our city Christmas Eve gift is a sled. Obviously meant to be towed by yesterday's horse. Alright, so the runners are these pieces. Now these pieces, it's a 1x2 plate, and on each end of the plate there is a rod of length 2. These pieces were introduced originally in the late 1970s as a part of the Classic Space product line. When I was a kid, I was born in 71, so Classic Space, I believe, started in 78. That was when the minifigure launched. I would have been 7 years old at Christmas that year. I'm not sure which year I actually started getting the Classic Space sets. It might have been a little bit later. Back then, the same set would be sold for several years running. But I definitely had a lot of the Classic Space sets, and it was one of my favorite themes. I really never got into town or castle as a kid. It's all space for me. As an adult, though, I've been doing a lot more town stuff. Or city, they call it. They called it town back then, now they call it city. It's the same thing. Well, it's not the same thing, because back then there wasn't a TV show. A lot of these models that we are seeing in the city line are based on television programs that I have not seen. Because I don't watch the Lego City TV show on the Cartoon Network, because I don't usually watch kids programming. Anyway, here is our sleigh. And here is our pony, or horse from yesterday, and that goes nicely on there. And not to be outdone, Guardians of the Galaxy gives us part of a sled. Obviously to be used with the wings we got yesterday to make a flying sled with rockets. I looked this up online, and they're calling this the Rocket Sleigh Trailer. Because I guess the part we saw earlier, there was the cockpit and the wings, and now we have the trailer. I'm going to have to rebuild those models. I will actually do that as part of tomorrow's build to finish that off. So for now, you're just going to see this in complete model because it's all I have time to do today. It's already getting into the evening, and I have a lot of work to do tonight. So here we have Santa's toy bag, and it's a big green bag on a little shelf with a rocket in the back. This obviously has a clip in the front, a hinge piece that will clip to the cockpit piece, and the wings piece will attach, and then we'll have ourselves the complete rocket sleigh, and you'll see that tomorrow. I'm going to have to beg off on building a custom model tonight with these parts. So rather than give you a substandard model, I'm going to do 2 models tomorrow probably, or something extra big. or maybe that'll be after the 24th. I haven't decided yet. But for now, this is the models we've built today.